Well, hello and welcome to you wherever you are around the world, from the mountains to the prairies, wherever this may find you. I'm glad you're here. My name is Jeff Bartow, and this is one of 5 episodes I'm creating for Cybersecurity Awareness Month 2024. Now, this content is specifically curated to help anyone understand the topic, and I apologize in advance if this is a little too basic for you. Regardless, as I go through this topic, you're welcome to follow along by viewing the video and the slides. But if you're just listening, that'll work just fine too. Speaking of slides, yes, there will be slides, but everything is presented in a modified definition of what's called Pecha Kucha format. That means specifically that I'm going to present 14 slides on the topic. Each slide, I only have 14 seconds to speak to. So you quick round of math, I got to hustle because we got to get this whole main presentation done in just over 3 minutes. Now, a few caveats before I begin and I start those 14 slides and 3 minutes of topic. First, I know this setup is awful. I know that. I'm using this boat anchor as my recording PC, and I'm using Zoom to record this, and I'm using these old AirPods for my audio. My lighting needs improvement, and to say that my internet connection is junk is rounding up by a lot. I know this. I'll improve over time. For now, let's all just live with it. Second, I work in a noisy environment with a noisy spouse, a noisy kid, noisy pets who you might hear barking right in the middle of things. This is all within rock throwing distance to 3 major roadways. Of course, they're major roadways, so I'm not going to throw a rock, but if you throw a rock really hard, you'd be able to hit those. Never mind. What's worse is that I normally don't have a lisp. That's because I knocked out a front tooth, and for vanity's sake, I'm going to do my best to hide that because it's embarrassing to me. Now, again, I know all that. Now you know all that. Please have patience and try to focus on the fun instead. Speaking of fun, let's get this party started and let's get things underway. So let me serve my content. Off we go for sharing. I am shared. And hopefully when I click through, it's going to start the 14 seconds per slide. Here we go. All right, cool. Today we're diving into multi-factor authentication, or MFA. It is a simple or powerful and simple tool that will help protect access to your apps and your online accounts. MFA adds an extra layer of protection to your accounts, and that makes it harder for hackers to steal your data. Now, it's quick to set up. It gives you peace of mind. It's already in a lot of the things you already use. MFA is a security method, and it requires more than one way to verify it's really you beyond your password. It's like using a second key to unlock your door, or maybe a lock behind the lock. When you log in with MFA, you're first going to enter your password, as you do normally, and then you confirm your identity with something like a code that's served up on your smartphone, or a fingerprint scan, or access through a separate authenticator app. That's because passwords aren't enough anymore if you use them alone, because it's just information. Hackers can steal them or guess them, and they got access to your account. MFA reduces the chance of someone accessing your account. It adds in that extra layer. Now, MFA comes in several forms: one-time codes sent to your phone, apps like Google Authenticator, fingerprints, even facial recognition by the lovely woman being scanned on that slide. MFA stops hackers, even if they get your password, because there's that second barrier, that crucial second step that keeps access to your data quite safe. That means, as a result, you've got some protection as you sleep. With MFA, you have the assurance that your accounts are more secure, especially for sensitive information in places that you want to keep private, like banking and email and social media, all your communications, what you're up to online. You can turn on MFA on platforms already. All sorts of things have it built in: Gmail, Facebook, X, Amazon, your bank accounts. Most major websites already offer it. Setting up MFA is easy. You go to your account settings, you look for security or login or identity, and you choose to add MFA. You'll often get a code or prompt on your phone to verify this is actually what you need to do. Follow along. Now, 3 tips. Number 1, use MFA on all your important accounts. Number two, if you have an Authenticator app, use it for better security. And number three, keep your backup codes somewhere else in case you lose access to your phone. As you can see, MFA has helped stop millions of attacks on accounts. It's widely used by businesses and governments around the world to keep data safe, and it's time that you started using it yourself. So you can join in party time. Now, do not wait until you're hacked. Do it now. Enable MFA today on any site that offers it, any app, especially banking and email and social media, so that no one gets to see all the crap you're buying on Amazon or the investments that you're making. Now, if there is one single thing for you to remember, it's that MFA is quick, simple, super effective. Turn it on wherever you can and add that extra layer of security. Cool. We are done, and that about wraps things up. I want to say thank you for listening. I also want to make sure that I thank certain people out there besides you, the ones in groups that hold society together. All of our military service members, whether that's veterans, active duty, or reserves, your brave first responders, including law enforcement, firefighters, paramedics, those working in emergency rooms, all your good doctors, all of who keep us or get us out of harm's way. I also want to say thanks to leaders and members in peaceful communities of faith who help us increase our capacities to love. And last but not least, all the teachers and professors and aides and tutors out there who are all helping us build wisdom. We are all in this together, and I want to say thank you. Okay, so if you found this episode to be helpful, check out the next video in the series. Also, please hit like and either subscribe or follow, depending on where you're watching this. Please also feel free to leave ideas on how I can improve, because I want to make this better for you. And please be kind. I'm new at this. So with that said, thanks again, and I will see you in the next episode. So long, and thanks for all the fish.